Hey everybody, welcome. How's it going? Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. This one is going to be kind of short. I just want to talk about something that I see a lot of beginning improvisers do. And maybe you're new to the guitar, or maybe you're new to improvising, or maybe you're new to playing the blues. Whatever it happens to be, there tends to be a little bit of extra thinking involved, right? You may have just learned a pattern, right? Let's say you using something like the good old 4-note solo pattern, right? So you have something simple, and you're looking to improvise, but there's this sort of extra thinking that has to go on where you're trying to think about, okay, well, what notes am I going to play? What are my rhythms going to be? There's not a lot of thinking ahead in general, okay? And so there's a common thing that new improvisers will do, which is to kind of poke, for lack of a better word, the root note. Okay, so for example, if I'm doing my blues in A, and I'm using my 4-note solo pattern, right? Based around this A here at the 10th fret. So if it's a blues in A, and in fact, let's put a little bit of that into the looper here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I got my looper going. Just a blues in A. So you notice that I keep coming back to that root note. Right? That's kind of a safe, the root note is a safe place, right? And so particularly, like I say, if you're new to improvising, you're going to have a tendency to come back there a lot. And you're going to have a tendency to kind of poke at it, to play it more than one time in a row. Maybe it's only going to be twice, maybe it's going to be 3, maybe it's going to be 4 times, but it's an easy place to hang out while you think of the next thing to do, okay? And like I say, this is just something that I see a lot, and I can almost smell the smoke. I can see the thought going on, I can see all of these things. But instead of leaving empty space, which is terrifying for a new improviser, okay, it's terrifying to leave empty space, and I absolutely get that. And so the tendency is not to stop, but to keep playing, even if it's something. And if it's something, it tends to be the root note, and you tend to just play it over and over. So if you're going to do that anyway, why don't we try to make it a little bit cooler? Okay, so here's the trick. So if you're going to be playing this note anyway, what I want you to get used to doing is playing it as a grace note from the note below it. Okay, so instead of just playing that 10th fret over and over again, I'm going to play the 8th fret and immediately hammer on to the 10th fret. And that's what we commonly call a grace note. It's a note that's so slow, or so quick, that it doesn't get its own time. Okay, so now notice that even if I play that note over and over again against my jam track, it doesn't sound nearly as dull. And I can do it on the next one. So instead of just going, I'm going to do this. Right? So there's actually a couple of places within that one pattern where I can do this. And in either place, it sounds great, and it's a slam dunk. It's super easy, and it's always going to work for you. All right, so that's it. It's a very simple lesson today. Hope you dig it. Hope you got something out of it. I gotta go, but I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.